guys, it's Amy from the Final Countdown, and as a couple of you might have noticed if you've watched some of my videos, what I would like to do in the future is really get into makeup artistry. And so I've been playing around with a lot of the new palettes that I've got, and I came up with something really cool the other day that I kind of wanted to share with you guys. So this is just another Layman's tutorial. I've worked on my lighting a little bit, so hopefully you can see me a little better than when I did the in front of the window tutorial. Again, sorry about that, guys. It was just, I couldn't help it. It was such a beautiful day. But okay, let's get started. This might go a little bit long. Now this is very dramatic. It's very evening appropriate. I'll kind of stop and explain where you could stop if you wanted a little more daytime. Actually, where I stopped wore it all day when I went out with my mom. So then you can step it up for evening time. The two palettes that I'm going to start with is the Naked 3 palette and the Poetica palette from Kat Von D. These are the two that I just happen to have right now. But I'm sure you could use whatever you have. If you have drugstore, I'm sure you could use drugstore products. Just the key that's going to be to this look is blending. I was actually looking back at a picture that I did of this look, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's the most beautiful blending I've ever done. I was very proud of myself. Now, okay, I'm just taking a fluffy brush like this. And actually, this is a drugstore brush. It's not a big deal, but I actually like it. It took me a while to like it, but I learned what each one's for, and that really helped. I'm just taking Limit, which is my favorite transitioning shade that I use with almost any look. Even if I use my Rimmel drugstore quad, I still use this to blend. It's really awesome. And we're just taking it in the crease right here. And then what we have to do is we kind of have to build this up. I mean, it's going to start a little semi-dramatic, and then it's going to go wow. And it's going to go crazy. Alright, now we're going to take Black Heart and my favorite little thing. This is actually an eyeliner brush, guys, but because I have hooded eyes, I actually really like it. Because it allows me to have a more precise and more accurate way to not get the eyeshadow too far up. Like the transition shades right here, I don't want this Black Heart to go much over it yet. Alright. Now, the one thing you have to worry about with this is it does kind of right here. You've got to get it close to the lash line. Because honestly, you could definitely go without eyeliner with this look. I don't. I always wear eyeliner, but that's just me. Again, on the other side. And you can already see this is going to be a very dark and dramatic look. I have not done my foundation yet because there is plenty of fallout. I would say that there's probably less fallout with the Urban Decay palette than there is the Kat Von D palette, but I love both of them, so I don't want to be negative. Alright. Now, you can see this hot mess. Don't stop here, guys. We're going to go back with that fluffy blending brush. And I'm actually going to go back with Nooner, which is a middle matte that is very mauve-y. And I'm going to blend this as good as I can. And I'm going to go ahead and try to bring some of it up. You don't want to be, dragging it up to your eyebrows. But just bring it out. Ever so gently. Blending, blending, blending. You really want to just kind of smoke this out. Go back into the palette. You see how that one already looks better than this one? Blending, blending, blending. If I can say that I have learned anything as a layman, just watching different people do their tutorials, I would say blending is the #1 thing anybody can pick up off of a tutorial. Blending just takes any look and just elevates it. It just takes it through the roof. It makes, even somebody like me that is a simple artist, not a makeup artist, and it can enhance that look just like that. But I just kind of go back and forth trying to make sure that they're even. Make sure that one is not going up to my eyebrows and the other isn't. Alright, and I'm going to take a look in the mirror real quick, guys. Because I'm just doing this from the screen. I'll turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, I got a little bit too far in. There we go. Now, I did prime my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. It's actually one of my favorites. I'm really getting into it. I'm pretty sure I'm still on my samples, but I figure that will be a purchase in the future. Alright, now I'm taking this lovely color right here. Try not to blind you guys. Let me see. Go like this. I'm taking this really dark black color. It's called Tijuana from the Kat Von D palette. Excuse my itchy nose. You can tell it's allergy season in Arkansas. Now, I am going to have to use my mirror, guys. But look, I'm getting in this on the bottom. Close to the lash line. As close as I can get. Because we want to darken this up a little bit. And you can see there's definitely fallout. You guys see that? Focus? Focus? No? Okay. But I am just darkening that up to where there is dark, medium, and I'll go back in here with the black card a little bit and then on up. Like I said, this is really dramatic. I actually got this idea from watching Jane on Drop Dead Diva. I love her makeup most of the time. And I was watching season 5 and I really noticed that a lot of times she was wearing really dark smoked out eyeshadow, like all the way up to here. And then she would have white eyeliner down here in the waterline and no eyeliner. And she may have had a little bit of mascara to let her lashes show, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know for sure. But I just thought it was really lovely. I've seen her do it with browns. She did a lovely, it was black almost to a lovely chocolate brown. That was really pretty, and it had like a coppery flake in it. And then I also saw her do it in purple. So that was really lovely. If you don't want to do it with darks and mauves, then try it out with any color you like. I've done this with purple using this Poetica palette. It's really nice because it has the light, the medium, and the dark. I've also done a Wayne Goss tutorial. I followed his tutorial for a smoky eye for these hooded eyes that I have and used those purples. It was really pretty. I'm going to go back in. Actually, I'm going to go back in with this one. That's from the Urban Decay palette. Alright, now watch me here. I'm going in the middle just to darken this up a little bit. But it also adds a little bit of sparkle, guys. And, I mean, it just gives that little something. It also keeps blending. Go in a little bit more. Looking in my mirror, but trying to show you guys. You guys see? See how dark that is? Now, if I get a little closer, hopefully it'll show you guys. You see it's a little messy. What are we going to do again? I'm going to go back in limit with this time because I want a little bit lighter. And you see it moves it up a little bit. You don't want to start out way up here and dragging your eye color all the way up here. It just doesn't look right. But I do that nooner in the middle, blending, just to kind of darken it up. Blend, 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 blend. Blend, 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 blend. And if you see a spot where it needs to be a little more blended, go back in there, work on it. Okay, now actually this is the part where you could stop. Now I know it doesn't look that great and I've got fallout all over the place. What you need to do is you need to go back in. I just use wipes. And actually I might have to use my mirror to clean this up. One day I'll have this right, guys. I do not like using these baby wipes. They just kind of drag it. So be careful with what you use. But this is why I always do my eyeshadow before I put a lot of heavy makeup on. I mean, if you're doing it real light and you're not doing much, it might not be a big deal. Or you might have better brushes than me that don't have a ton of fallout. But to each their own. Right? Alright, now, you can put mascara on. put some nude or white eyeliner in the waterline, and then put a little bit of mascara on. And it's really great because, see, it's blended. You could also go back in. My favorite highlight, of course, is Strange from the Urban Decay palette. Just add a little bit there. My eyebrows are not extremely arched, but I've noticed even if I do a little bit, it makes them look a little more done. Now, I did already do the Anastasia Brow Wiz. To my eyebrows, I just kind of fill them in a little bit. I don't really worry about shaping and contouring and all that jazz. That's for somebody a little more educated than I am. I'm not working on that right now. But anyway, to kind of bring this up, I decided that I wanted to kind of make it a little more dramatic. This does look nice and everything like that, but I just wanted to do something else. So what I did was I took Black Heart, and I kind of like this flat brush. I don't know what my obsession with flat brushes is, but I take this in, and again, I'm getting too close to my eye, so I need to use my mirror. I'm dragging this underneath all the way over, guys. I mean, really get it in there as much as you can. And it adds a little bit of color down there. And it's really lovely. See? See the difference? This is definitely more daytime. And it might be, you know, a little more, it's not as casual as work makeup, but you never know. I have always worn whatever makeup I normally like. I've always worn eyeliner. I've always worn my black makeup if I wanted black makeup to work. And I've never had any issues, but there are some places in this country that are a little more conservative. So just keep in mind where you're at. See that? Alright, and now to kind of bring it in, I'm going to go back in with Tijuana. And I'm not going to go all the way in. I'm just going to kind of darken it through there and blend it. Like, that's the biggest thing, guys. Blending. Blending is the biggest key to this look. And do a little bit on the top here. I just kind of get that corner right there to kind of help. As I've been saying, somebody go back and count how many times I've said blending. There. There you go. Now, you can, as you can see, like, because I'm looking down at the screen trying to check myself, you know, it can make your eyes look a little bit closed, but there's different things that you can help to do that. Now, I am going to do my eyeliner. I'm using the Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner in Black is Black, which is my favorite. I do like the Kat Von D Autograph Pencil. It's very nice. But for this look, I want to keep the attention on how smoky and blended this looks, so I'm just going to tightline this with my mirror instead of... I might get a little bit on top because that just really blackens out the lash line. It actually made, you can't tell because I have such darker eyeshadow on, but really if you're going to tightline, it's really helpful. It helps get the color underneath the lid. There's no breaks in it. And I've also noticed I don't have to use half as much eyeliner. And the great thing about it is it kind of makes your eyelashes looking fuller. I mean, you can just do that and some mascara and it looks great. And I'm going over 14 minutes. Good grief. If you guys are still with me, thank you. Alright, now I'm just going to do the waterline. And I'm going to clean that brush off. Good grief. I'm going to take this, guys, all the way over to the tear duct. And you want to make sure this looks really even. Every now and then my eyes start to water up, and it definitely looks like a little choppy. so be careful with that. Can you all see the difference between this one and that one? This one's a lot darker already. I don't know, maybe if you guys like this type of makeup for prom, this would be good for prom, I think. No, Madison. No, Madison. Sorry, guys. Mommy moment. Can't be interrupted. Well, it seems like I can never go without being interrupted. That's okay. I'm sure if you guys have watched my videos, y'all understand my kids are in the videos. Every now and then I need a mommy timeout. Just to say, hey, I'm working. I'm sure any other parents out there understand. Alright. Now I am going to kind of go back in. This may seem a little weird, guys, but I want to make sure that this is blended really good down here too. And so I go back in with this little fluffy brush and just lightly. Because the thing is you need to be really gentle. The skin around your eyelids is supposed to be the thinnest of your entire body. So you have to be very careful. You don't want to cause any premature wrinkling. So just a light fluffy brush, hopefully. I've been told a good brush, even if it is cheap, will not move your skin too much, if at all. Alright, finishing touches, guys. And actually, I forgot something. Of course I forgot something. Are you all surprised? I'm sure you're not surprised at all. Okay, now I like to do my concealer before I do my my mascara, because oftentimes it might get down on here and it's really hard to clean up. So what I like to do is, I've actually finally gotten into this Instant Age Rewind eraser of dark circles. It's actually pretty nice. I figured out how I had to use it, and I think that's what I said when I did a review and I wasn't too sure about it and it got a little chalky. But what I like to do, guys, because I am extraordinarily pale, I'm sure you'll notice, I just kind of buff it in like this. And it also kind of provides a highlight. It's like 2-in-1, and I love 2-in-1. Alright, let's see. I need to check this because it looks a little funky. It can also help clean up this line right here, guys. But I don't like to try to cover up mistakes, because a lot of times with my skin, it seems to just turn my foundation gray, and I don't like that. I'm not trying to look gray. I'm trying to look tan, or just like skin. I don't want to look like I'm dead. Yeah. Anyway. Alright, and just pat it. And this is what I have found is most useful for me. I mean, I do have very textured skin. I have acne. I bring it down here where I get really red, right next to my nose. Sometimes I bring some down here. I get a little red down there too. Alright, and then I finish up with my foundation. Now, I will tell you guys, I have switched to a new foundation. I was using the Revlon Color Stay, and I still like it, except, if I'm really wanting full coverage, it gets a little cakey, especially around my nose. So I ended up getting the Laura Geller Balance and Brighten, and I love this foundation. I cannot explain how much, because it feels like real skin. Even though I have plenty of products on my face, it gives color, and it's so, you see the little bit of color, you already see it, don't you? It's almost like not needing blush and bronzer, which is fine with me because I live in Arkansas. It's really hot and humid. If you've never been here, it's like the desert plus a jungle plus the tundra, the Arctic. the monsoon places like India when they have monsoon rains. It's insane. The weather here, it changes about every hour. You could have a beautiful sunny day and then it's pouring down rain and 50 degrees. Um, but look at that. See, that's what I love about it. And the thing is it doesn't change my skin color enough to where I can't blend it. It's just kind of giving a glow, and I've never seen that in a foundation that I've tried, ever. You can see it's a little different, but like compared to my skin, not a big deal. It's not as bad as some people. I hate it when I see those orange lines, and I'm guilty of them, guys. I'm not going to judge anybody. But yeah, I absolutely love this. And it feels like skin. That's what I love. It's seriously, even without the Urban Decay setting spray that I always wear, and it lasts all day, and it does not break me out. I do have problems with some foundations, including the Revlon, that if I leave it on too long, it does kind of break me out, clog my pores, and that's not what we want, right? Okay, and I already put some on, but I'll go ahead and show you, of course, my favorite Naked Gloss in Love Child. Now, I know some of you are probably sitting here and saying, Amy, I'm 15. My parents can't go out and buy me all these different kinds of makeup. That's fine, guys. Don't worry about it. See what you can do on your own with your own makeup. Like I said, I kind of described the shades. If you didn't get to see them well enough, look them up. I'm sure somebody's got a picture out there. I know Candy Johnson should have pictures of the palettes up on her website, so go check her out. But that is it. It is just a very dark, smoky eye, and I really like this because I'm a little more dramatic, but it's blended enough to where if I like touch it or something like that, I'm not gonna have a ton of makeup all over my face. And the Urban Decay setting spray actually really helps, along with the primer potion. I'm honestly surprised about that. But I know this has gone extraordinarily long. We're at 22 minutes. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Like I said, I'm not a professional makeup artist, but I love this, and I've looked at my work compared to some other people's, and so I think I could probably do this, guys. And so if you think so too, just let me know. If you try it out, send me pictures. Like I'll try to annotate my email address, or if you can leave one in the comment section, just let me know. I'd love to see it. Like I said, it's really dramatic, and it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I absolutely love it. So I'm going to go out using my Urban Decay setting spray, and I love you guys, and I hope you're all having a great day. Remember, I'm sending you lots of love and peace to your journey.